Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman, Handy Andy on Demand, and we're out today for Erin McKendry with Keller Knapp. Great boutique realty shop if you're in town or moving out of town. This property is out in Alpharetta, where she's representing the sellers, but she works both sides of the equations, and we've known Erin for a long time. So we're out today, and they have an inspection report that the seller has gotten from the buyers. And so we're just bidding those repairs. And so here, it's gonna be hard to see. It's getting ready to rain, so I'm gonna go quick. The bottom board on every one of these dormers on the front is rotted through. And that happens a lot of times because they put that trim up there, they don't caulk it, and they don't back and prime and seal all the edges. There's 6 faces on a piece of wood like that, and they typically only paint the 1 or 2 that you see, and they don't prime. So the bottom piece on all 3 of those will need to be replaced. And it stinks because this seller has tried to maintain the house. They've paid painters to paint. And the painters didn't caulk and they didn't paint it right, and this is just what happens. It's really hard to find good contractors in Atlanta, and that's why people put up with us, not only because we do everything. The only negative to us, and thank God we have somebody back in the office answering phones for us now, but we do everything. We're in high demand. It's me, my brother, and 30 guys. We've been doing it for almost 30 years in Atlanta. 27 years ago I started this company. It's unbelievable. Where you see the lines in the siding right here, this is what the inspector is calling for. So the right side of the house just needs some caulk. And so this is a masonite siding. It's either LP or masonite. It might be LP actually. So all those what we call butt joints, you see the lines? A butt joint is where 2 pieces of siding come together, and then underneath that window right there needs to be caulked. So we'll caulk everything on the right side that's open. Anytime you see black on your house, it's not a good thing. And people are confused. We have some clients of ours who don't want to caulk the butt joints because somewhere online someone told them that that's a bad thing to do. The siding can't expand. If you use good caulk, your siding will be able to expand. Now, if you have hardy plank, this is not hardy plank. So hardy plank is like these bottom pieces on the chimney right here. That's hardy board right there, hardy plank siding. And they came around the corner piece, another piece in there. It has a higher higher radiant heat index. So it expands more, it gets hotter, and then it'll contract. And good caulk, if you're using the $5 tube of caulk, it's going to expand and contract with your siding for 10, 15 years. The cheap White Lightning type product, the DAP type product, is going to maybe make a season. And so you can see they caulked some of it here, like someone replaced a piece of siding right there, and they caulked it. In other places, the painters never caulked. Here, the painters puttied this wood in, and we talk about this all the time, and I won't do it right now, but you see how smooth that is? Well, the wood fungi that causes wood rot is anaerobic, so when you encapsulate it with Bondo putty, like what these guys did here, it just continues to rot. You gave it a Hotel 6. The other thing they did was wrong, and the camera's gonna wobble when I do this, but this line right here is a horizontal cut. So it trapped the water, so this was the new replacement piece, and you see what it did? It rotted the old piece going up. So this is why we always do weather cuts on a 45. If you're hiring carpenters to do, or handyman to do these kind of repairs, sometimes you don't care when you're selling the house, but you really want it done right. It's not going to cost you that much more to do it the right way. But always ask them if they're making weather cuts or horizontal cuts. And exterior trim, you never want a horizontal cut ever. On the right side of the chimney, these bottom 2 rows of siding right here, the inspector wants those replaced. In this right corner right here, he wants these, the bottom piece is hardy plank, which is concrete. Those next 2 rows up above it, they weren't rotted when they replaced that one, but now they are. So replace those next 2. And the trick with the siding, if you're trying to do this stuff at home, a lot of the siding is blind nailed. So to get to, say, this board right here, you need to gently pull this 3rd board up a little bit with a pry bar. Just pull it up a little bit just to get the gap. And then cut the nails from behind. And then you can cut the siding at the lines here on either end and gently pull that piece up. If you don't do it that way, you're going to rip that board, and it's a contractor trick because a lot of guys will come out and you start out replacing these 2, and before you know it, you're replacing the whole side of your house because you couldn't get the old siding out, and they just run your ticket up. So if you're going to try and do that on your own, just cut the next board above so you can slide your other piece out and then replace it. On the back of the house, the inspector just wants caulk done. And you can see, like in the corner of the porch right here, and then up above the roof line to the right of that window. So the crew will go through and caulk anything that they need to on the back of the house. We'll clear caulk so they don't have to paint. We run an interesting business. We've got 30 guys here. It's me and my brother. We've been out here a long time. We do everything: porches, decks, railings, painting, windows, doors, lots of repairs. We save our customers money. We probably save our customers $500,000 a year doing what we do. All this stuff that the inspectors pointed out, see these black lines on the siding? They were uncaulked, and that's what he's wanting now. At the bay window, whoever redid this bay window, these bottom pieces were replaced with 1x6 planks, and we'll replace all those with hardy plank. It should have 3 rows of hardy underneath both of these. And then this angled corner board right here, this 1x4 and 1x6, we'll piece that in with new wood. And then again, the trick with us is we take the wood that we're replacing and we back prime and seal all 6 faces of that wood. It'll never rot again. We believe in it so much, we have a lifetime of ownership warranty on any of our trim repairs. If there's ever a problem, call us, we'll come back and replace it. And it happens, sometimes my guys will forget to caulk something. Here we'll replace these 2 boards with 3 rows of siding. And then on the left side of the house, the inspector's calling to replace all the rest of this siding, which is this here. And so they've got, from this row right here, you can sort of see the difference in the grain. It starts right, I'm trying to see in the sun right here. It's starting right there. This row right here is LP. And so we'll replace that all the way up to the gable up there. So there's 32 rows of siding, I think, over there, something to that effect. And then that's pretty much it. And so we do tons of these inspection repairs, so just be patient with us. But we'll get this bid out to Erin so she can put this one to pasture, so to speak, and get it closed. We've done so much work in Alpharetta over the years. I actually started where Keller Knapp was started down in Decatur, I believe, and that's where we started 27 years ago. Anyway, you can catch us at 770-912-2829. I'm Andy, Handy Andy. See you at the next house. Bye for now.